just a video on how to care for corn snakes. I have stripped down this whole enclosure. There she is. I've literally stripped it down to the bedding. This is aspen bedding. I find it very as good as a bedding for a snake. A little bit of dirt on there. But yeah, you're going to want roughly about 1 inch to 1.5 inches, maybe even 2 for your snake. I mean, I only use about that much. She can get under it because of how small she is. She won't be in this enclosure for much longer. Ideally, I'd recommend plastic enclosures like these. They have the clips, which I find very useful as it is very secure. They also come with bumps and you just literally drill them through. They are made for storage, but they are very good for snakes. You can even get bigger sizes for adult snakes. And that is a 9 litre. If you search on Amazon for really useful box or rub, these will come up. So right guys, so what you're gonna want your cold hide. These are only makeshift hides. I will show you some of the ones that you can buy. I mean, like this one, but if you're short on money, I mean, there's a snake there. Trap ahead. But yeah, if you want to go the, I wouldn't say cheaper, I'd say more affordable, which is probably the same thing. But actually, before I put that in, this is just a box off an e-cigarette with a door cut out. You're going to need your thermometer. So this is only a cheap one. You've got 2 probes, one for in the enclosure and one for out the enclosure. I think that's in. Yep, that's in. Now with this tank, I like what they've done. They've left a little gap here. Tuck that in. And then drag it down. Your heat mat, which I'll get onto in a minute, you're going to need under the bottom of the enclosure. Now people may disagree, but as long as your heat mat is on a thermostat, you've got nothing to worry about burning your snake. But it's extra precaution that you have a thermometer in, so you can get the precise temperature. This is the hot end, so you want the probe in the hot end. And now I'm just gonna push that down like that. And then all I've got here is a toilet roll tube, just cut out. And now let's just make sure that actually that can go under there. It's just all about positioning, guys. I'm doing it one-handed, so it's not the best. If you have 2 hands, it'll be easier. But there's that's your cold hide, which where there's no heat mat, you want the heat mat up to about there, depending on the enclosure. Obviously you want about 1/3 to maybe 1/2 covered, or you can use like a heat pad in an enclosure like this. Anyway, you can have it in just in this corner as a hot spot with a hide. People say don't use hide with heat pads. If you're in the States, it's heat pad. But as long as you've got a temperature gauge in there and you can monitor the temperature, it's fine. So now the last thing before I get onto the heat mat is a water dish. You can see one already made. So I'm going to want to put that in there again, and then I'm just going to put the lid on for now. This is fully escape proof. I mean, the lid's really heavy, so it's hard it's impossible for the snake to get it off. So now I'm going to go into heat pads, well, heat mats. I have 2 sharing, but this is a very big one. These smaller ones here, this is just a square one. But if you've got a big enclosure, like a massive one, you can get bigger sizes. I mean, it's from there to there. As you can see with this snake, it's only on to there, and then just got the cold there. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to set the tank on the heat mat, and then I will put the snake in and show you. Right, there we go, guys. This is my little girl Lila, who is a new addition. I had her about a week and a half ago. So let's put that lid on. And as you can see, guys, it's reading 26.8, which is a bit on the low side, but but it'll go back up again. It's just because I've had it off the heat mat. And there she is, the pretty little girl, trying to get out. But with baby corn snakes, guys, I will go into feeding now. You're gonna want to feed them every, I don't know, 4 or 5 days. But when they're adults, you're gonna want to feed them every 7 to 10. I'll show you what you feed the babies now. Right, guys, this is what your baby snakes have. They're pink, called pinkies, obviously. Mouse. So you get them from your local pet shop, but you can also order them online. And then for your adult corn snakes, do not let it put you off getting a snake unless you're very, very squeamish. You're going to want to feed an adult mouse. That's just a mouse, and that's what they eat, if you didn't know. This video is for like real beginners that have only just started out their research. But humidity as well. The only time you want to there she is. The only time you want to raise the humidity is when they are going into what's known as blue. They will go all cloudy. They may get more nervous as they can't see due to the scales over their eyes. They go really cloudy, so it restricts the snake's sight. So you're going to want to spray the tank once a day, get the humidity to about 70–80%, and then leave it to dry out completely. This will aid the snake in shedding. If you do just keep it basic bone dry, the snake may have struggle shedding, and the shed will get stuck to the snake, and you don't really want that, because depending on the size of the snake, you can be up to hours getting the shed off. The only way to get the shed off properly is if you run a lukewarm bath and peel in the bath, and then your bath's a mess, covered in skin. Another thing I must point out about this girl, I don't know if you can see, but she has like a clown smiley face on her head. That's really freaky, but yeah, guys, I think I've covered everything. Also, do not be alarmed if you do get a baby corn snake and it's quite bitey. They are known to be more defensive as babies. I've been bit a few times by this girl, but I can honestly say when a snake this size bites you, well, corn snake anyway, it won't do any damage. You won't bleed or anything. I don't know what she's doing, but you won't bleed or anything. It'll just be very fast, and that's probably what'll scare you the most about the speed. But yeah, again, don't let that put you off. If you are looking to get a snake, I hope this video has helped you, and I hope I've helped you decide to get a corn snake. So I'm going to cut the video there, guys. There will be a video following this as an update on all my snakes. So yeah, stay tuned.